Good afternoon, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Kate's Space. I'm Kate from Pixie Designs, and I'm working on a little journal here, and I thought I'd turn my camera on. Literally, I'm going to be honest, swept things kind of sideways. We've got a bit of sun coming through, and I was waiting for that to go away, but I just really wanted to do this with you guys. If you're interested, if you've got some crafting to do and you want some company, then yeah, just tag along with me. So the first thing I was going to do is this tag here. I've got it tucked in, and I need to put a back on here. I have printed on the back of it, but I want to put this watercolor paper that I've embossed on the back. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. How is everybody? I hope you're all well, getting some crafting done. I know that I've seen people saying they're seeing sneaks of spring, and I have noticed here that the mornings are getting a little bit darker. It's certainly not bright and light at 5:30 in the morning anymore. It's kind of a little bit sad. I'm not ready for summer to be over, and I don't think it is. It's still very warm and we're having beautiful weather. So the prediction was that the weather would stay warm for quite a long time this season. So we'll see how we go and whether we end up with a long sort of Indian summer or whatever they call it when it goes through into March. So these are the sample cherub tags. I've used them before a couple of times, and this is a journal for someone who wanted something similar, but not necessarily Christmas, but did want these tags. So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully she will like it, but that's okay. If not, it'll just go in the shop. Quite got that even. Let's just cut this off the top here. Yeah, I've loved using these tags. They're so beautiful. Right, I'm going to save that because it's watercolor cardstock and it's embosses really, really well. Okay, so I might just put a little bit of some light ink around the edge here, and then I'm going to put a hole in the top. I thought this sort of muted pink ribbon would be nice, and then I've got this little heart that I'm going to tie around here, but I don't want it to hang down too low. I might actually I think I need to use some paper over the top. Yeah, I want to cover this hole up and then redo a hole. So I need something, maybe just a scrap, something scripty. So even just something like this, it doesn't need to be too fancy. I'm just going to fold it over like that, and then I think I'll cut it there, add some ink on those super white edges, and then I'll glue that on. Probably use some glue stick for that. Get that in the middle-ish. Yeah, okay, that's good. And then I can make a hole with my hole punch. This is where there may be some editing to do while I look for some things that I've just sort of pushed aside. I just make sure I'm still in frame that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just going to get a pencil and mark sort of the center, which is about there. Ooh. And then I'm just going to use some sort of paper hole reinforcers. I'll just give them a bit of a do I have some scrap paper somewhere? Just give them a bit of an ink so they're not white. Yeah, so we've had some lovely weather this week, which is nice. Goodness me. That glue does not want to come out. And this morning, or not this morning I cooked a curry, and it's been in the oven for 3 hours. And I also, we've got some new furniture, and I haven't put in, I've been waiting and waiting to do the big rearrange, you know, like what am I going to put in the new sort of sideboard. So I've moved a few things around, so we're going to be like going, where's this, where's that? And well, neither of us know, but yeah, it'll be good, I think, once I've got it sorted. And then I decided I better get some of my flowers out of my garden and press them. And then when I was looking through my press, I found some flowers I'd already pressed, some cornflowers, which have retained their colour quite nicely. I'm pretty pleased with them, so that's really good. And then I went and picked some flowers. Hillary next door, my neighbour, she has some hydrangeas, so she'd said I can go and pick some of those. So I went and picked some of those, and I've pressed some of the individual flowers, and then the rest of them are on my dining room table in a vase. But they actually looked like they needed a bit of water. So I'm just going to snip the ribbon quite short so it's not hanging down too far. And then I forgot that I was going to actually put this through, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to tie this through here. And I won't be able to get my bow the same, will I? But never mind. And then how low do I want that hanging? Not too low, so I'll just do a knot up here. Yeah, so in 3 weeks' time I'll be able to open up my flower press and see how the flowers have turned out. I've got more coming. Apparently if you get them you need to get them when they're just sort of opened up, and then you'll get more colour with the pressing. That's okay. Yeah, so that's what I'll try and keep an eye on, some that are still just opening up. I think I've got some forget-me-nots there and some cornflowers. I've got some cosmos, but they're bright orange, so I didn't bother with those because I don't know if I'll use them. And then I've got all the hydrangeas, which are pink, so we'll see what they turn out like. There we go. So that's that tag done. And let's tuck it in its little spot. Where's it going? It's going in there. And then I was going to put this on here. This really pretty trim I thought I would put there. So we'll do that. yeah, so that's been my day, and then I've sort of been working on this journal. Well, I sewed the pages in, and that always takes me a little while. So pleased to have got that done, but now everything's in a bit of a mess. That's okay. It's part of it. Try and get this round the right way. My fabric scissors here somewhere, but I don't know where. Probably buried under something. Yep, that's cute. So this is going to be mostly neutral trims on this. The other one I did had lots of, I had some beautiful sort of dark green, but I don't really have a lot of that now. Now this is going to be an up tuck, but I wanted to use this image, and I'm actually just going to put it on top of this braille paper, because that will reinforce this image that's on like a inkjet quality paper. But I thought that would strengthen it, but I'm wondering whether I need to take it up a bit further. I don't want, no, I'll leave it as it is. I could make it, I don't want to make it a double tuck. I'm going to actually glue it to the braille paper, so I'll do that now. Could make it a side tuck and an up tuck, couldn't we? Do you think do you think that's strong enough? It probably is. I might do that. So I'm going to glue it. I wanted something sort of coming over here. I like that paper, but then I think it almost needs something underneath it, like some book page or something. Got this really delicate book page, but I think that's going to be too delicate. This old sort of book page, but no, I don't want that. So I might leave it. I won't glue that bit. I'm going to glue it here. So I'm going to glue it on here. What I might do is just flatten out some of these bumps so it glues on here better. This braille paper is so beautiful and textured. Right, so I'm going to glue this all over there, and I might even just do, oh well, there we go, we're not doing a side tuck as well because I just glued it all over. Sometimes these things just get decided for themselves because we forget. Okay. And then that's going to have a little tag tucked up in there. Where is that little tag? I had her there. She's going to be tucked up into there. Let me just glue this bit down. I need to put some more glue into my bottle. Right, so we need to do the top of this, and this I am doing with a little snowflake. Now I got that ready yesterday, so I'm going to have to try and find it. There it is. So that's going to go there, and then there's going to be a little eyelet in the middle, and then some string, I think, through there. So I'll grab the eyelet, crocodile, and an eyelet. That's the one I want. And I need this to be on A something. A1. That's A1. Okay, and then I'm going to glue this on so that will hide that hole, that white dot. Like that, I think. I've backed that with just some grid paper that I had. Right. Now I need to try and get this in the center if I can. How did I go? Not too bad. Could be worse, could be worse. There we go, and then give it a squish. Those eyelets there, I think I got like at an op shop or thrift store, and they're actually better than some of the new ones. They squish better than some of the new ones that we have. Yep, and I think I'm just going to use some string, some gold string on here. And that, yeah, because it's going, oh yeah, I know why I use the string, because a bow or something like that would be too bulky because it's going into an uptuck. Well, it is at this stage, but anything could be changed, couldn't it? So that's going in there. And I might just give that little bit, a bit of a glue down. Not that much. So it doesn't catch when it goes up in there. But, you know, if someone ends up with a journal, I mean, I don't know about you, I imagine that you move everything anyway to where you want it. I don't know if that will end up staying there, but that's where it's going for now. And I've got another uptuck here, but I don't know whether I'll be using that. Now, here I want to do a decorative piece that I've done before and involves a doily. Okay, so I've got this like star sort of doily, and I want it to come around to this side, and I'm going to use this little wee cut out here. So she's going to go there. Now I'm wondering whether I've left the red on there. I might leave it on because there's sort of a reddy pink here, but I'm actually going to use some gold and hopefully not make too much of a mess. So we'll just put some gold around her edge using some of this patinating wax. I tend to get myself in quite a mess using this, but It is fun and it's pretty. So that's going to cover up some of that red anyway. It's hard to judge how much to put on and try not to blob it. We'll do this and then I'll put it aside to dry. Try not to get it anywhere else except on the edge. Sometimes I tend to smudge it and I'm always disappointed when I do that. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to pop it over away from me to dry. Going to get rid of that piece of paper. Right, and I want to make a belly band. Now I don't have the same stuff that I had when I made it last time, which is always the way, but I do have the lace I want to use. So I've got this lace. Let's just commit to that much doily. And then a piece of wallpaper. Which the lace goes on top of, like that. I don't think it's going to end up being very straight, is it? Because look how wonky this is. How do I get a straight edge? That kind of looks straight, so we'll go with that one, I guess. We'll put that up against there. And we'll make it so it pokes out a little bit above and below the lace. And I'll just mark it there. And there, and that's where I'll cut it, or tear it even, actually. I think I'll tear it. Don't know how straight that is actually going to be, but anyway. I think that's going to be okay. We'll just pop that on top there like that. And then our wee girl goes on top of that. Cute. And then we tuck something underneath it. What goes underneath it? Another tag. What have I got? I think this tag goes under here like that. Yep. So that goes as far as there. I need to decide if I want to. Okay, I'm going to glue the doily down first because we know that that gets glued down on this side. I don't want to glue the wrong thing down. This beautiful old paper, beautiful old music paper. So this opens out, so that gives us so much writing space. But look at that beautiful old paper. It's a beautiful music cover. Right. And then this bit doesn't get tucked under, but I might just glue it. Just right along that edge there. That's all. And then we've got our piece of wallpaper. What I want to decide is, do I want it, so I don't want it right into there to bulk up that, but I'm just wondering, do I want it to fold over that way? So I'll glue. I've got enough to do a turn over like that, which will give it more room. Oh, I'm sad to cover that. Never mind. You can't keep everything. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. Hopefully this will be, I might use this Aleene's tacky glue. Whoa! Throw it all over my desk first. Okay, so I'm going to glue this in here, but not right into the center. Leave a little gap. There we go. And then I don't really want the lace to go all the way under. It's actually not lace, it's actually fabric. I've got a big piece of it. And I don't think I want the girl to go on top of that. Or maybe I do. Let's have a look. I do quite like it on top. Okay, so I'm going to make the lace go all the way across as well. So I'm going to glue that on next. Let's just check I've got it the right way round. I don't know if there's a right side or a wrong side to this. Right, I'm going to commit to that side being the glue bit. And I'm just going to put some glue on. That's enough. And again, not too far into the center there. And I'm going to cut that. Where am I going to cut it? There. Just make sure we haven't stuck our belly band down, which we have. That's glue has squidged out, so that was good to save that. I'm going to have to wait for that to dry. And she is going to sit on here. How cute is that? She's such a cutie. Okay, so I'm going to actually leave that open like that to dry for a minute. Then let's have a look at this tag here. I think I just want to use some seam binding on here, and maybe something decorative down the bottom here, I'm not sure. So again, I want to cover this hole with something. And I might even just use some of this wallpaper. I used to have a lot of this, but I have used most of it. I'm down to scraps. It's really nice wallpaper. Okay, yep. Cut that over, and I'm going to give it a little bit of an ink. Not too much, just a little bit. And then I'm going to glue that on. The dog keeps popping in. He obviously thinks it is dinner time. What is the time? Oh yeah, he's not far wrong. It's David's dog, Bryn. It's getting very elderly. And sort of in that time where you're just sort of making sure their quality of life is still good. David took him hunting with him the other night, but I think he's getting less and less able to do those big walks and things. Okay, so I'm going to do a hole there. And we'll put some hole reinforcers on it. I think I just want some lighter ones. I bought some more of these. I found them. They're just cheapies from the $1-2 shop sort of place. And they're paper, because most of the other places sell plastic, but I'm going to try and put them through my printer. Haven't done it yet. That's what I'm thinking. So this tag I've backed with some more of the sample digital. There we go. And then I'm going to make a bow with some crinkled seam binding, nice and simple. Fly has come to visit me because I've got my door open. I'm going to keep it cool in here. Usually it's very windy and the wind sort of picks up around 9 in the morning, but lately we've been having these beautiful still evenings. Just gorgeous. I just love it when the wind drops. I'm not a big fan of the wind. There we go. And some little decorations down here. I was thinking about putting these little gold snowflakes on there. And I think I will. Why not? Even though I know it's not Christmas. I don't care. They're pretty. A little bit of decoration and texture. Just cut that off there. Right, now let's see how this is doing drying, and then we will have done this little thing. So I'm thinking I might cut a little bit more of this off. And then I'm going to glue, so this is, it tucks under there like that. Make sure I don't, okay, so maybe I will go like this. Do I want to have a little bit of something there? I could, and I could do something here, couldn't I? So I might do that, wrap that round. So I'm going to glue it on this side. just like that for now, and I can sort that out later. It gives us lots of room, I think. Don't make it too tight. And then we'll get our wee girl and glue her on there. So we need glue sort of along the middle part there. You can always go back and add more. There we go, and then we put our little tag in behind her. Yeah, that's going to curl up, so we might need to add a bit more glue down here. I think I'm going to have to get a container to hold this glue in upside down so that, there we go, we can hold her there. And what about up here? A little bit more up here. Just don't want it to glue to the page or the tag. There we go, that's a bit flatter, I think. I mean, I don't mind having a little bit of texture anyway. I might just put something on there to hold it down. I might take this little one out and just put something on top of her. So there we go, we've made a little belly band and we've made a start on this page here. I think I might need to put something here, I'm not sure. We've done our little up tuck and another little tag to go in there. And we put some lace on here. What else? Oh, we made our other little pretty tag with the embossing on the back. So yeah, we got a little bit done. That's great. I'm really happy with that, and I think this journal is going to be really pretty. I hope that the lady who's asked for it will like it. I think I'm going to put some little beads coming down here. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, I'd love it if you would subscribe if you're not already, and maybe give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. It helps YouTube find other people who might be interested. Anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you again soon in the next video. Bye.